Welcome to the Storyteller's Nook, a display from Relics: A New World Rises. Relics is an exhibit that combines real-world objects with brick-built LEGO creations. In this case, the idea is the minifigures have populated an old bookshelf, and they've read the books that were on the shelf. And from what they've learnt from reading those books, they've built civilizations that are based off of the subject matter in them. So we got old medieval history, which has given way to a castle-themed shelf. We've got books about ships and the seas, which has spawned a pirate civilization. Art history has the minifigures making and displaying their own art, and medical books lead to the minifigures establishing their own medical practices. Let's go shelf by shelf and dive into all the fun and unique details of this display, and hopefully give you a bit of inspiration for your own future builds. We'll begin on the Pirate Cove. The chaotic nature of these minifigures running around and getting up to different shenanigans is good fun and very fitting for a pirate world. I think one of my favourite details in this build is this building up the back here. There's a bunch of different shades of yellow that exist with LEGO bricks now, so it's cool to see that a bunch of them have been used here to create some age or fading on this building. We've got a mix of colours like bright light orange, the just traditional LEGO yellow, and the bright light yellow as well. All of that makes this perfect combination of colours, so it looks like this building has been through some stuff. It's a bit older, it's lived in, it's more realistic. Combine that with the notches and the little damage on the wall as well, it's perfect. The other scenes on this shelf look great as well. There's this specific section here that uses lighting in a very clever way. So placing this blue light at the very base here and allowing it to shine up onto the rest of the scene, it kind of implies that there's water below, even though there actually isn't any water below, because there's just not enough space for it there. So maybe that's something you could consider doing if you've just not got space to put water into a MOC, but you want to imply that some is there. Just put in a nice wash of blue light and it'll communicate exactly that. This section here that shows the interior of a ship is great. I love the detail of including a grill tile piece and then placing a sword in between the rivets of that part. This way it looks like they've stabbed the sword onto the table. Also, the inclusion of a LEGO net on the roof here is a very nice addition, and it really does make this feel like the interior of a pirate ship. One little piece can do so much there. Over to the art shelf now. The art gallery is packed full of references to a lot of actual real art pieces. We've got Marcel Duchamp's Fountain, which is just a urinal. It's a very controversial art piece, but it's certainly a callback to that one. We have Andy Warhol's Marilyn Monroe on some printed tiles. And finally up the back here we can see a painting that's inspired by Piet Mondrian. And there's a few other different art pieces as well, I'm sure you can spot them. Another section shows a life drawing session that's happening. I love up the back these paint cans on the shelf here. It's a very simple design, but it's instantly recognizable as to what they are, so it works really well. This spiral staircase just next to that there is also a nice design. It only uses a few different pieces, but it gets the job done and it does it well. We've got these little tap pieces for the rails, we've got studs in the center, and then these steps are these modified plates. Simple but effective. And I also love these door rail pieces being used as drawers here, probably art supplies or something inside it. It's a clever part use. And then on the floor just above this we have people making statues and other different things. It's a great idea to use monochrome white minifigures here and then surrounding them with white bricks so it looks like they're carving a statue out of marble. And then also up the back here, there's a reference to the 1990 film Ghost, just in case you missed it. Now to the hospital shelf, we've got another reference, this time to Monty Python, but don't worry, this night's fine, it's just a flesh wound. The curtains here are fun though. They use these clip pieces and these light bluish grey hollow studs, so that it really does look like the top part of a curtain. That's smart. In other sections, there's some more unique hospital and science-related stuff going on, but I think my favourite detail is this X-ray machine. Swapping out the minifigure's body for a skeleton's body, and then placing that behind a window is the perfect way to showcase an X-ray. And also this flash of light is just the cherry on top that really sells this idea. And then finally we have a castle shelf. So there's some awesome stained glass windows up the back here that use these classic LEGO turntable pieces. You just take out the grey bit and then the bit that's left over works perfectly for the window there. And these windows just really shine when they're lit from behind as well. That looks gorgeous. This floor pattern at the front is also lovely. Just placing these 2x2 tiles on a slight angle here makes for a wonderful design, and it's nice that it's got this little rivets in between the pieces too. It's really cool. On the other side of the castle there is a nice little alleyway here with some different shops and a blacksmith up the back. All these lit up flames are a really wonderful addition, and it really does bring this to life and make it feel all that more real. Well, that's it for the castle section, and that's it for the Storyteller's Nook. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the different details and different building techniques and things, but there's plenty of other details in this build, and you can see them all in person. This creation and many other awesome displays are available to see at Relics: A New World Rises. It's on display right now at the South Australian Museum in Adelaide, Australia. It's on until the 23rd of July 2023, and then after that it'll be on display in Melbourne from September 1st. I'll have links in the description for more info and other stuff, so if you want to grab tickets, that's how you can do so. So definitely check it out. Hope you enjoyed seeing this. I'll see you in the next video.